operation that was started in Kulgam, and it was to track down 3 terrorists who were holed up in 2 houses. Terrorists who were responsible reportedly for the murder of Constable Shabbir Dar and other policemen last year as well. And within minutes, there was stone pelting which started. However, that did not deter the anti-terror operation. Here's what happened through the day. A fierce face-off in Kulgam. Brick batting, stone pelting at a joint team of CRPF and the Jammu and Kashmir Police's Special Operations Group. And all of this as the joint group closed in on 3 Lashkar terrorists holed up in 2 houses. Even as the joint team swooped in today morning for a cordon and search operation, a message was broadcast over the internet, asking people to assemble at the site of the encounter to aid the terrorists in escaping. The result? Even as the cordon was being laid, scores of young men assembled in the area, pelting stones, resulting in clashes. Quick to capitalize on this, separatists have now called for a Kashmir shutdown tomorrow, supposedly in protest. Taking a cue from them, the protest and pelting spread to Srinagar and Sopore as well. 2 civilians were reported injured in Bandipora after clashes with an army patrol. Even as the exchange of fire in Kulgam continues, today's operation has brought into sharp focus the dilemma in Kashmir, where the terrorists continue to kill, taking shelter behind civilians, and the forces are left to fight a dirty war. With Ashraf Wani and Shujaul Haq in Srinagar, Bureau Report, India Today. Every time there is conflict in the valley, it is always 2 faces you see. One of the terrorists and the other of the security forces. But there is also a human face to the tragedy. People, families who find themselves ripped apart. Shujaul Haq, my colleague, now gets you the story of one such family, of 2 men in that family. One who was a part of anti-terror operations, gunned down by terrorists, and the other, his own cousin, who was killed today morning even as he pelted stones at the security forces. These 2 men epitomize the dirty war in Kashmir. These are the 2 faces of the dirty war in Kashmir. One, Shabbir Dar, was a policeman, a part of the Jammu and Kashmir Special Operations Group. The other, Nasir, his own cousin, killed while pelting stones at security forces today. Shabbir's house bears testimony to the horror of last night. The young policeman, accosted by 3 terrorists, shot straight in the chest. With multiple gunshot wounds, he was rushed to hospital, declared dead on arrival. But the loss of this family didn't end here. The day after, as the forces rushed in after information that Shabbir's killers were holed up in a village near his house, young men started to pelt stones at them. One was killed in the clashes that followed. And that young man was Shabbir's young cousin, Nasir.
एक ही गांव के हैं, एक ही फैमिली के हैं। मैं इसीलिए कह रहा हूं, यहाँ के लोगों को एज ए पान इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है।
2 men, 1 family, ranged against each other on 2 different sides of the fence. 2 characters in one dirty war. But while one was used as a pawn by those who made him cannon fodder, Constable Shabbir died a martyr. With Shujaul Haq and Ashraf Wani in Srinagar, Bureau Report, India Today. And in the People's Court today is every single person who is making young boys cannon fodder, losing their lives only so that terrorists can escape. Joining us is Imanul Nabi. He's a spokesperson of the Awami Ittihad Party, and we also have Major General Harsha Kakkar, defense expert. Imanul Nabi, I want to ask you first, who is going to answer for the death of this young boy today and also for the policemen, 6 policemen who were ambushed and killed today?
Madam, please correct my name. My name is Inamun Nabi, not Imamun Nabi. You can call me by Inam. Right. Now, as far as your question is concerned, we feel very sad that during 24 hours we lost 12 men. We are not selective pertaining to the deaths and pertaining to the feeling as far as feeling of pain is concerned. We feel pain of everyone. We feel pain when militant was killed. We feel pain when civilian was killed. We are feeling pain when
so these men were killed by the terrorists who you're feeling sad for. They were killed. One was ambushed outside his house when he wasn't even on duty, sir.
Let me complete. Whosoever...
And you express your sorrow for the loss of lives of terrorists.
Whosoever gets killed here, honest comes on the government of India. It is government of India who wants to continue bloodshed here. I must tell you, from last 3 years there had been 72% increase in security forces killings, 37% increase in civilian killings. Why don't government do anything concrete to avoid such killings?
Well, they are.
Why government is mum over the killings?
Okay, let me get General Kakkar to answer that.
89 cross. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, General Kakkar will answer that.
Operations. There is no way that a civilian who is not in the middle of operations will get killed. It is only when you come in to interrupt in operations that you face the bullets. You are not supposed to be there. The area is under curfew. The militants who come in to get killed do not deserve any sympathy. No, they are cannon fodder thrown in by Pakistan only to get killed. They have come in here to get killed. They have not come in here for any other reason. They are not human beings. They are animals being thrown in by Pakistan. And those who join their ranks here are equally animals. The civilians who face the bullets are the ones who interfere when these animals are being hit by the security forces. Do not blame anyone else but your own people who make them into cannon fodder by paying them to interfere. They are not innocents. They are being paid and forced to interfere.
Let me tell you that these terrorists who you say you're feeling very sad for, Inamun Nabi, listen to my question. Innocent. Do you know that these terrorists killed one young man called Shabir Dar day before yesterday? And then today, even as the SOG and the CRPF together were hunting down the terrorists who had killed Shabir, they sent in his young brother Nasser to pelt stones so that those terrorists could escape. You realize what you've done to this family?
The person who pelts stones cannot be innocent.
It is astonishing. Why there is 2 sets of laws? One for the... Let me answer, sir. She has asked me question and let me answer. Why are you interfering? Why there are 2 sets of laws? Have you not reported stone pelting incidents other than Jammu and Kashmir? Last week only Madhya Pradesh, there was a huge protest. They set ablaze number of buses. They got it down 27 buses, but no one was killed in police firing. Why, if anybody is
Inamun Nabi, first of all, you should read the newspapers because 6 civilians died there. Completely condemnable.
But
6 civilians did die there. You should really brush up on your general knowledge.
Madam, let me complete.
Let me complete. That aside, let me just ask you, if you're talking about double standards, why is it that you decry the killing of stone pelters, the death of stone pelters, but you do not decry the terrorists who have killed an off-duty cop, who have killed 6 policemen today in an ambush?
Madam,
and when these murderers of Kashmiri policemen are eliminated, you say it's very sad. Their deaths are sad.
Let me answer now. Madam, Madam, let me answer. We are feeling sad for everyone. I first made this statement that we are feeling sad for everyone. We are feeling sad for the policemen. We are feeling sad for the civilians. Simultaneously, we are feeling sad for the military.
And I am pointing out the hypocrisy of what you are saying.
We are losing a human being.
I am pointing out the hypocrisy of what you are saying.
We cannot be.
You are feeling sad for a terrorist who killed a Kashmiri policeman
you are the selective.
who has killed civilians.
Madam,
you are drawing this false equivalence.
Ma'am, who has forced these young two boys to take to arms? Who has forced, madam, who has forced these two young boys to take to arms?
People like you, sir. People like you who draw this false equivalence.
No, ma'am, it is arrogance of the state. It is the broken promises. It is a broken promise from the state of India. Madam, please be realistic.
So you keep throwing
we are in an internationally disputed territory, which is having international recognition.
General Kakkar, such a familiar land.
Why can't you go in for peaceful protest?
The resolution of Kashmir issue. He has seeked politically.
General Kakkar, when there are no real answers, you will always have the same refrain of there's a Kashmir problem, the government should solve the Kashmir problem, otherwise we'll keep sending in men to die who don't even know what it is that they are fighting for. Why is there no answer to the simple question, why this sorrow for the killing of a terrorist who is responsible for the murder of Kashmiris?
Onus comes on the government of India. Onus comes on the government of India. I don't know why they want to get us.
Why is the onus on government of India?
Do they need land or they need people? I think they
don't want you getting killed
on land, not on the people. They want to kill us. They want to get the land. They want to grab the land. They want to get.
Why are you?
Today they are killing militants, innocent.
Nobody wants to grab your land. And let me tell you, there are only a few thousand of you who are against the government. How many of them are throwing stones? A few thousands? They are the ones who come in the firing line. What about that 1.5 crore of your balanced population?
It is arrogance of state which are forcing them to
take. You are a few thousand because you all are the misguided. You all are the ones who are being paid. You are the ones who are being paid to throw stones. Nobody throws stones free of cost. Nobody does it free of cost. How much are you getting paid to throw stones? 6,000, 10,000, 5,000?
For the records of the militants.
Nobody is forcing. You are being paid to do it. That is your basic role.
It is only your broken promises.
It is not. It is you are creating it. It is your separatists who are your leaders who are creating it.
Mr. Inamun Nabi, I'm sorry to use this language, but you really are making no sense. Please tell me who killed Feroz Dar? Inamun Nabi, who killed Feroz Dar? Who killed Feroz Dar? Who killed Feroz Dar? Can we please have Feroz Dar's picture here? Who killed Feroz Dar? He's a young SHO. He and 5 of his men were ambushed today evening and they were killed by terrorists. Who according to you is responsible for his murder, for the murder of Umar Fayaz, for the murder of Shabbir Dar day before yesterday? Who killed him?
Who
Broken
killed innocent people on parliamentary by-elections? Who killed 8 innocent people?
They are not innocent who killed him. Innocent people don't kill.
Parliamentary by-election.
Which 8 innocent people?
Innocent. To date, only two innocent.
Who killed 8 innocent? They were throwing stones.
Yes,
as an innocent person, you don't throw stones.
Inamun Nabi, you answer my simple question. You answer my simple question.
Not peaceful protest. Throwing stones is not a peaceful protest.
If they were not innocent,
have you understood the meaning of the word peace?
General Kakkar, just a second.
Are you talking?
General Kakkar, just a second.
Don't go jumping and shouting the Hurriyat's words.
Inamun
They will
Nabi,
pay you some extra money tonight.
Inamun Nabi, please. Let's just have a sensible discussion.
I am no one to speak for the Hurriyat.
Answer me just one question. Answer me just one question and we can end this debate right here. Who killed Feroz Dar today evening? Feroz Dar and 5 other policemen were killed today evening. Who killed them? Who is responsible? Are you willing to call those terrorists murderers?
Government of India.
What?
Government of India is.
They were ambushed by Lashkar terrorists. Lashkar has owned up responsibility for it.
How can government of India be killing him?
But why don't
Lashkar is not a part of government of India.
Bloodshed gets stopped. Why
Since
don't you
when?
resolve the issue?
Is that your knowledge?
Why we are keeping it lingering?
So
Why we are
typical,
holding
so
this issue?
typical. I'm
Resolve
sorry,
one
Mr.
issue.
Inamun Nabi, but so typical of people
why
like
are you getting Lashkar
You
inside?
are
Why are you
still
joining
not
Lashkar?
Dead bodies.
willing, you are still not willing to criticize that same Lashkar-e-Toiba, which has put out a statement proudly owning up responsibility for the murder of 6
Are you scared of your own
policemen.
life?
Peacefully
You will
within the
still
democracy.
keep
scared of your life? The
harping on
Lashkar will get
government of
after you.
India and broken promises. What a pity. 6 men have died tonight and you still are not willing to condemn their killers. You've heard the two sides today, viewers, and it's up to you to decide who is responsible, who are the real people responsible for these wanton killings of policemen.